Hey guys, and welcome to Jesse's Junk Mail. For those of you that are new to the channel, this is my vlog. I ramble a lot is what I do, but thank you for tuning in. So yesterday we made the video on the vice president. You can check that out. We're up to 39 subscribers. I'm excited about that. I'm showing 495 views so far. I think that's pretty good. I'm not quite for sure. So somebody asked me probably a couple of days ago, and I've been thinking about it because I was like, does anybody really care? But I'm going to tell you anyway. So it's no secret, World of Warcraft is my absolutely all-time favorite game, but it wasn't always. When I was growing up, I liked games, but I didn't always like them. I was always out running around, but my brother played video games, and he played World of Warcraft, and I just watched. I didn't want anything to do with it. I just watched him, and this was back in the days when you actually had to take the airships to your next destination. Instead of flying. And so I was like, wow. And I can remember watching and asking what happens here and what doesn't, but I never paid that much attention to it. I got busy, obviously in the ministry and whatnot, but I always loved games. I could play, but I was so ADHD, it wasn't funny. So I couldn't play for very long. Yeah, wow, this brings back so many memories. So during the course of my my ministry, I never really got into it, and then one of my godsons was very much into games, and so we bought them, whatever it was. They got the nice game systems, all these games and whatnot, and then I slowly but surely got into the whole Pokemon thing. I tried to catch them all. I was pathetic at it. I'm just going to go ahead and admit that. It was horrible. I had the red, the blue, the green, the crystal, the silver, the gold. I had it all. But I was terrible at them. But all the time, I never could play them for very long. I just couldn't sit still. Years later on down the line, I was dating this girl, and she had a child, and just adored them both. I think I fell maybe just a little too hard, and so when that didn't work out, I started. I wouldn't say I was depressed, but I kind of shut down for a minute, and it dawned on me that I didn't have anything to do with my time. So I was on some website, and then I saw this little avatar type thing that says make gold, and it was a little avatar of a little person, and so I clicked on it, and then this began my journey into the MMO world as far as gaming goes on the computer. It was a site called GaiaOnline.com, and I looked at it and I thought, oh, okay, so you make your little character, and then there was an advertisement for a game there. The website has since let me insert here. The website has since gone down. The game that I'm getting ready to talk to you about that led me into the MMO is no longer there. When the company was bought out, they shut the game down for maintenance, and it never came back up again. And so the decline on the website is real. So I clicked on it, and I wanted to play the game that I saw. It's called, I call it Zomg, Z-O-M-G, and you could take this little character and you could put it into that in the browser, it was a no download game, which I thought was great. It'd pop up on the screen, and then it was just amazing because if you were on the site, your avatar, if you played that game, could just materialize right there, and you guys could go the Village Greens. I was stuck in the Village Greens forever. Brought back so many memories. In fact, I met Erin was one of the first people I met there, and she's just a phenomenal lady. Lives a couple states over from me. Just a great lady, and it was fun. We had some great times just running around trying to kill things, trying to stay alive. And eventually met a group of people, and we formed a little clan there. Look, everybody's gonna be like, "Oh, Pastor Jesse's a nerd." Yeah, pretty much. But formed a clan, and I mean, we would play on a nightly basis. Just if there wasn't a whole lot going, I was there. I loved playing the game. The rest of the website, you can take it or leave it. It really didn't mean anything to me, but the game was just all these instances, and you could just make ton of gold and to get these new rings and stuff, and it was amazing. But it just consumed me. During my current state, I was like, okay, I gotta have something to fill my time with. I'm not gonna start dating again for a minute. Let me boom, and boom, I was hooked. Absolutely loved it. Unfortunately, as life does, it all gets away from us sometimes. They took the website. They took the game down, and they started sending out emails a day or notices to, hey, buy this or buy that or buy that. And when they took the game down, they said it was just going to be for maintenance, and Zomg never came back up again. And to this day, I know some amazing people all across the country. Still talk to them, Facebook, text, stuff like that. But every last one of us missed that game. It's such an amazing game. Every now and then I'll return back to the forums to just see some of the pictures and relive some of the memories. To take Jack, the pumpkin, not the pumpkin king. He had a pumpkin head, but just to have him take him down, and the server lag was so real. It was horrible. It was complete crap, but it was such a great game. But then they took it down, and I'm not gonna lie, I was sad. I was like, okay, nope, I'm done. No more games. I'm through. And lo and behold, my godson, he gets into the World of Warcraft thing, and he says, hey, I'm playing this with my friends. I want you to do it too. I'm like, yeah, if that's what you want, that's what we'll do. So I had a Dell computer for, I bet every bit of 10 years. It was so outdated, but it was great for internet use. But to pull WoW, it just, no, the hard drive wasn't there. It was just so $800 and some odd later, I'm looking at a brand new Lenovo. It's equipped to game. Told them what I needed, walked into Best Buy, like, hey, this is what I need. This is what it's for. And so the next thing you know, I'm walking out with an $800 and some odd computer. I bought the game. I bought the expansion. And then the next thing you know, I'm in the game, and to this day, I still have yet to see my godson play the game. Their little group, they actually stopped playing for whatever reason. And I was drove. But anyway, so I bought it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to play it. I'm going to learn. I learned how to move wrong. I did it all on my own. I had plenty of people that say, hey, if you need some help, let me know. They'd show up, show off their mounts, and stuff like that, and fly me around here and there. But that was pretty much it. Okay, I'm gonna go, and then they'd say I'm gonna go raid, or I'm waiting on this dungeon, or whatever. So I was very much all by myself, and but I was fascinated with just how much like Zomg this game was, and the next thing you know, I met I met this married couple. I was working on, it was over in Panda Land. I was working on the trial of the white tiger. I could not pass this trial. I had been working on it for weeks by myself. I just couldn't do it. And the next thing you know, this man and wife come in and say, hey, and I'm like, hey, and I said, I need some help doing this, you know. No. I didn't ask them. They said, hey, we're about to do this. You want to do it with us? And that's when I figured out that some quests could be shared. I played all this time, had no idea. Didn't talk to anybody, wasn't really friends with anybody. It just boom. And within minutes, the quest that I've been on for weeks was that I was just like, oh my God, thank you guys. So the next thing you know, joined a little group once again, and you're going and doing these things, and then for whatever reason it disbanded. The group disbanded, and met a guy by the name of Dalton, and he told me about the eye level thing. I didn't understand the eye level. I was such a noob. It was horrible, just horrible. I would PvP anybody and just lose. It was horrible. But finally found a guild. The guild reformed, and I stayed with them, and I was quiet for the longest time. Didn't want another social interaction that would fail and whatnot in my own time. I wanted to do this for fun. For those of you that know me, this is what I do to relax. I'm very busy throughout the day. I'm very busy after I get off work. When I come home at night, I want to just chill out and relax, and that's how I do it, is by playing World of Warcraft. I do a lot of farming. It doesn't make sense to Taylor, but I do. I'll go wherever and I'll just start farming whatever. I mean, so the guild, I finally started talking in the guild, and then the next thing you know, we're all on what are we on? What chat system was that? We were Skype. We were all on Skype. And then I think Taylor discovered Discord, so we all moved to Discord. And so on any given night, we're all playing generally. We're on Discord, palling around. Sometimes we're doing our own thing, sometimes we're not. But it's just such a great group. But that was my introduction. That's my experience with gaming so far. I loved Zomg. If you put that game up against World of Warcraft, I would have chosen that game each and every time, hands down. And to be real honest with you, I would probably still choose that game if it came out again. If it, for whatever reason, if they brought it back up to save the website or whatever, I would definitely go back. The memories were just absolutely amazing. In that game Zomg, we were grouped with this one little avatar, and his name was Thunder Chunks, and it was just his avatar, this fat kid. It was great. And so for the longest time, the battle cry was Thunder Chunks. Like WoW has Leroy Jenkins, and so this one was Thunder Chunks. And another time we were in, where were we? I think we were in Popo's sawmill. We were in the sawmill where you battle the saws, and there's a black avatar. It was a girl, and the name on it said Ron Dickles, and that was our second war cry. Was everybody go Ron Dickles? It was absolutely great. Now I found out that whole battle cry thing was from the Leroy Jenkins, that players had made their way over there. But just some amazing times. Just the final area SS, I was a disaster at it. You had to really plan this, and it had its own in-game chat system where you could plug a speaker into it, a microphone into it, and talk. So you're all planning your thing, and then the next time you're hearing it, and Percy, who was the leader of our group, Percy's freaking out because somebody didn't do, and the next thing you know, we're all gonna die, and it was phenomenal. It was a great time. But if you ask me, the best game ever, I'm gonna tell you Zomg. I loved it. That was my first experience with an MMO. It was sad actually how I got there, but I enjoyed it. I wouldn't have changed anything in the world for it. I've met some amazing people. I've met some amazing Christian people on there. You know, we've shared some amazing memories. But WoW seems to be the one that holds strong. So I enjoy it. I've got a great group of people. Like I said, I play on Ursa. The guild's name is Valiant of Loiteron, and you guys are all more than welcome. Just come join us. We're a casual guild. Our raider actually left us because he wanted to do the serious raiding, and we're just not serious about it. You know, I'm like, hey, let's do a dungeon. Oh wait, let me go grab something to drink, or hey, I got to take this phone call. You know, so we're very laid back and very casual. But just an amazing group of people. In fact, I'm so terrible at the game. I think my interaction is just to be with my group of people, to be honest with you, because there are nights when I'm so stressed about what I'm having to do and the day that I have, you know, were your patients nice to you today? Were they was everybody kind to you? What obstacles did you encounter throughout the day that just absolutely just railroaded you? And just to be able to come home and know that you've got something, for like that. I'm not family oriented as far as that goes. I date a little. I'm a little suave. I like big black women. That's what I do. Don't hate. But for the most part, that's how I like to unwind. A pot of coffee, a game of WoW, and just a good conversation. We enjoy it. We have a couple of laughs. But that's my experience. Zomg was my first MMO. In fact, I know someone that plays WoW that actually played Zomg. And it was just amazing that we reconnected. I can remember telling my cousin about the game and actually got him on the site, and then shortly thereafter they took the game down. It's such a waste. That was such a great game. Guy, if you're listening, I need you to bring that game back. I'm just saying. I'm going through nostalgia, just looking at all the old pictures and screenshots that I took. Just absolutely amazing. But that's my experience with MMOs. That's what brought me into the gaming community. Yeah, I was late to the whole gaming thing, but I absolutely love it. I find myself watching videos about the lore, about the raids, about the documentaries on it. As far as gaming addiction, I'm fascinated by the gaming addiction aspect of this. I'm just like, what is it that just keeps drawing us over and over to this? But yeah, that's it. So look, thank you guys for, I'm playing with the little chip thing because I got a bowl of chips over here that I'm about to tear up. I'm going to be a fatty tonight. My plans were canceled. So this is pretty much it. I'm playing tennis tomorrow though, so I'm excited about that. For those of you that know about it, I'll see you at the tennis court. You better bring your game. Thank you guys. Like, subscribe, dislike, do what you got to do. Social media links are in the, I still don't know what to call that thing, guys, so you'll have to forgive me. But they're up there. And thank you guys for watching Jesse's Junk Mail. You remember, I love you. God loves you. Be blessed. That was good. That's one of my best videos. I loved that. Seriously, y'all need to bring Zomg back. That's all I'm saying. Greatest game in the world. I like WoW, but Zomg so much better.